Good morning, guys. Let's talk about what is the math behind recursion. Mathematics behind recursion. So, we can take that image and enlarge it according to our point of view. So, uh, this is what we took in the last class. We will talk about next image. Yes, this is the math behind recursion. First of all, we need to know what is PMI, which is the principle of math induction. Principle of math induction. Suppose what is that? It is also known as induction hypothesis. What we need to know practically. Let's say we are going to take an example, sum of n number. So this is summation of n equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is we are taking an example for basic assumption that forget everything. Just think about basic assumption f. Let's talk about what is the math behind the recursion. So if we can take some integer value or some character f is true for all the natural numbers. Natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, or we can go up to n number of times. And what is the basic assumption here is f of k is true. So first task is what we need to prove small cases f of 0, comma f of 1 is true. This is what we need to prove what is the task. Then we are using that result, we are going to assume f of k is true. This is just assumption, we don't need this. But in task 2, we need to prove f of k plus 1 is true. This is what we want to prove it. This is the main result in every mathematical behind the recursion formulas. So first we take the first formula, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Let's take task 1, small cases like f of 0 or f of 1 is true. So we are going to apply n equal to 1 in that first number. So 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 2 by 2 equal to 1. We got the left hand side has summation of 1, right hand side is 1. So first case is true. Let's assume, just assume summation of k equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2. This is what we are assuming. And next we want to prove that this is the second task, summation of k plus 1 equal to k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. This is I have mentioned in the arrow mark. So k plus 2 divided by 2. So I'm going to take a comparison between assumption and real part. So assumption we already left hand side is, this is the left hand side in zoom side. Assume is true, k into k plus 1 divided by 2, and this is the right hand side is task 2. Summation of k plus 1 equal to k plus 1 into k plus 2 divided by 2. This is we are applying k plus 1 in that case. So what is how we can write summation of k plus 1? We can write k plus 1 as summation of k plus 1 as summation of k plus k plus 1. We can write both either two. Using the value of assumption, that is k into k plus 1 divided by 2, we are applying here, and plus k plus 1 we are copying directly. So what we can do here, we can multiply 2 and divided by 2 into k plus 1. Okay, we got this value k into k plus 1 divided by 2 plus 2 into k plus 1 divided by 2. So what is common here, k plus 1 divided by 2, we are taking k plus 1 divided by 2 as common, then k plus 2 remains behind. So we get k plus 1 into k plus 2 divided by 2. This is the right hand side. Then this is what we expect the result. See, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is the result. And what is the purpose of recursion? Doesn't this sound weird? Like left hand side it's showing 1. We are getting small cases like f of 0, then f of 1, f of 2. This is a small case to prove if the small cases are true. We need to prove that first, then we are getting 1. This is the 1. Then assuming we are assuming the summation of k equal to k plus 1 divided by 2, that is the value. Assuming that we are getting very large value, that is a very big equation, but this is a summation of k only. But using the assumption, we can find the task 2. That is k summation of just k plus 1. We are assuming the k value. Using that assumption of summation of k, we can find the summation of k plus 1 only. So that is we can find 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It go on for till up to n number of times. This is the basic mathematical behind the recursion. You will often see every concept, every mathematical induction of recursion in further example. I am going to prove in coding itself. In factorial number, first we are getting like f of 0, f of 0 should return 1. That is the small case. Then we are getting that big case question, f of n. We are assuming f of n plus 1 or f of n minus 1. That is your case. Using that assumption, we are going to we found out the value of f of n. That is the main recursion. Background details of whatever that mathematical dilemma, we need not confuse it. That's all for today. Thank you.